Alright, so if any of you are actually watching this, this is my personal self-analysis. What I plan to do with these is upload these to YouTube, and I'm gonna keep them public. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch, but it's for my own personal use, and it's for me to review what I'm doing in games and to see what I'm doing wrong and how I can improve myself. For the most part, I'll be trying to avoid talking about teammates, especially if it's related to solo queue, because honestly, it's not worth it. It's better just to try and focus on only what you can do. There will be times where there's nothing you really could do because of it, but what can you do? Anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna go to our most recent video, which is about an hour of this Rainmaker rotation. So right off the back, you could see that we already didn't have a great comp, so it was whatever I could do best. Now, I'm not the greatest. I haven't learned this map well enough, so I still haven't learned what the best path is, but at the time of this recording, I believe it is the middle path to get to the Rainmaker. Already, and we saw that the Rainmaker was going to be blown up by the other team, so I went and tried to go over to the other side. Mistake here was just staying with the charger and just trying to distract him while here. It was not worth it. It would have been better just to jump to another teammate. As a result of my action, one of his teammates figured out that I was there, and he used the rapid to kill me. That was completely my fault, as I did not look around the map and realize where the Rainmaker was shooting, and I just jumped back into it, causing us to be fully wiped. At this point in time, we didn't have much control of the map, so what my goal was to try and get over there and start painting while they popped the Rainmaker. Whether or not waiting there or going on the grade would have been a better idea, I'm pretty sure going on the grade would have been a better idea of mine. Another thing I'm beginning to notice is that I am not hitting all my shots instantly. I tend to misfire a couple of them and then I get a few shots on and kill them. That's very crucial because in those few shots I miss, I could die. I chose to just ignore the charger at that point because the rest of my team was going upwards, and I figured it'd be better to try and support them. That was bad aiming on my part. I could have told it could have been possible that I killed him or even traded with him if it weren't for me not positioning myself. I do not remember why I went after the charger. It was a bad choice of mine, as I could have just popped the shield and started painting a path. It's also a question of why I went. I know the idea was just to paint more, but I probably would have gone been better if I just went straight into the enemy territory and started painting from there. Mistake right there was not was trying to do the dash to the right, but it said dashing twice forward. It's a full wipe now, and rather than painting a path for him, I try to make sure that the right side doesn't go from the other side of the bridge that no one was attacking. Probably would have been a better choice to just paint. It appeared that, based on how that bomb looked, it looked like I took the hit for him, so he lived instead. But he probably would have lived if I didn't take it either way. Now I don't know exactly what happened with the Rainmaker. I don't know if there was someone right over here that we didn't see that was going after him, so he went backwards. But he went back and died. It's a bad decision to begin with to even go after Rapid. Once again, it would have been a better idea just to go after the ramp objective rather than fighting this Rapid. So you can see that the charger on their team definitely did a lot for them, but if I just would have been better is if I was more aware of where both chargers were actually, and trying to neglect both of them. That way they couldn't do anything, and at the same time neglecting the Rapid, so it'd be just the N-Zap alone, which the other three could fight off. Alright, with the next match. Much better comp. Not as much better of a comp actually, but it would do. I instantly tried to go for the Rainmaker shield pop. And I could see that there was the duelist coach on the right who died. I should have not confronted that. If you could see it close, you could see that there were at least 3 players over there. It would have been better just to move back and try to paint or support the charger rather than try to go on head on 1-3-3. Honestly, I think I should have died to the dually, but I'll take it. This was a bad mistake of me to even try attempting to fight 1v1. Would have been better to focus on painting and staying around the objective. Beginning to notice that one of the common tendencies in this game is a really bad thing, is that I'm always taking the same path, which is this right bridge in. That's a bad thing, because if the enemy team can realize that you're always coming from there, they can always stop you ahead of time. Bad position to be in. Should have moved out when I had the chance and just gone off to the Rainmaker instead of just sitting there, standing there and rolling. Again, bad choice on me as I did not roll correctly. I was trying to roll forwards, but instead I chose to roll right to the left, which caused me to die as by the Rainmaker. Now we can see clearly that there's at least 3 of them in our stairway, and that they were going to get the popper guard. Now that they were 3 down because they all mistakenly jumped, began to try and paint more of the map, and and slowly watching to make sure no one watched who's coming. Big mistake. Make sure you are not swimming for too long when you're heading towards the bridge, as you will most likely fall into the water like I have done multiple times. Weird position to be in. I'm not exactly sure what I could have done better there, but it was the best. It went better than it could have. Could have been much better, but could have been also a lot worse. Around here, there was a clear, distinct choice of either going after the enemy or avoiding him and just letting the others deal with it. The second choice would have been better. At this time, I was thinking about just trying to flank the charger, as it looked like there wasn't really gonna be much of under chance, but Due to my lack of awareness, I did not realize that he threw a bomb and died to it. Now, because I don't have a lot of storage remaining, I am going to have to cut it off right here, but I will be continuing this. I don't know if I'll be continuing with the same set of matches, but it's clear to me that this could be beneficial. A cool thing to keep in mind, well, firstly, the moral of this is that I have to work on my general awareness, my general amount of aim, and just my decision making when it comes to situations I go in. Do I want to be in a 1v3 or would I rather be in a 3v1? I think we know which one would be better, unless you somehow won the 1v3, which is pretty impressive. But anyway, something before I go is I'm going to recommend all of you guys, if you want to check on how you're doing individually, is an application called SquidTracks. SquidTracks is like Splatnet, except it's for the desktop. So what it allows you to do is you can view what matches your past matches, and you can see how you've been performing on all of them. For example, this is the match we were just watching, as you can see by the stats. Nova is Uvren, and so you can see your personal kill def. You can see your KA. You can see your specials, how much you've painted the entire game, and then the overall team result, which, as you can see, wasn't that very good of us. I died too many times, which was probably the downfall of all of us. You can also see what gear that you were wearing, which this is my set. What the team was doing for the most part. Who was doing what the most. And whoa. Anyway, and yes, that's all I have to say really. If you sticked around to watch this, I appreciate it, and thank you for watching.